Since the first pair of jeans was more on the simple side and easier to make, I decided that it makes sense to put a bit more creative effort and a bit more design into the second pair. I already thought about exactly what I want to do. I sketched it out, I thought about how to construct it, and decided on the colors that I want to use. So let's just get started. For those of you who don't know, my name is Sara, I'm a maker, and welcome to my channel. So before I get started on making the pants, let me just give you an idea on what it is I'm going to do. I'm just going to show you on this example. First of all, I want to make the pants a bit longer. These go up to my ankles and I want them to go more like almost to the floor. I also want to make the legs wider, and that's pretty much like the change that I'm going to make. But in order to do this, I'm going to use different colored fabrics. The fabrics that I'm using are this nice burgundy, like kind of velvety fabric, and this gray fabric that I think is usually used for upholstery. I'm going to use both colors on the jeans, and I think the combination of gray, burgundy, blue jeans and black is pretty nice. It's not like the red isn't, the burgundy doesn't make it so neutral, but the gray does, and I think the combination makes it both neutral and funky, so that I could wear this casually or like more of an everyday jeans. In order to make the jeans longer, I need to alter the template. So remember in the video, but in part 1 of this series, I traced out the pattern from the pieces of jeans that I took apart, and so now I have the pattern for the front and the pattern for the back, and I'm just going to trace it again and then decide at which point I want to make the fabric longer, and then cut it, kind of almost like extrude it out, and then rearrange the lines after extruding, and this will create a new pattern for the longer jeans. I'm going to use tracing paper like this to trace out the area where I'm adding fabric so that I can cut the fabric that I need. I then clip the pieces together and sew them in place. So I'm done making all the legs longer, and I stitched it, and then I did the zigzag stitch and then the top stitch, and then I trimmed it to size, and now I need to move on to the gray fabric. I'm starting with the gray fabric today. This is the pattern that I drew out. So this fabric is interesting. It's like, it's not made for clothes for sure. I think it's made more for upholstery, like couches and any kind of like seating. And that's why I'm kind of excited to use it. I feel like it'll be interesting to use. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to trace out the pattern, cut the fabric, sew it to one side, and I'll show you how that would look. Okay, so I did a quick fit test. I joined the pieces only with a straight stitch, so that if there was anything that I needed to fix, I'd only have to rip that one seam instead of ripping the zigzag stitch and the top stitch as well. I know that after I sew the zigzag stitch and the top stitch, it will get a little bit tighter than it is now when I'm trying it on. But I, so far, like the way that it looks. There's one concern that I have, which I had with the other pair, the first pair as well, which is that the black pants pattern is a little bit different and a little bit like maybe a quarter of an inch on both sides bigger than the blue jeans. I did have the same issue in the first pant, so I think it will be fine. I didn't have like any problems with it. I just had to kind of maneuver around that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the zigzag stitch and the top stitch for this leg, and then go straight to attaching the new zipper before continuing with the second leg. All right, so I'm almost done. I have both legs ready, and all I need to do is sew both of them together and then secure the zipper and secure all the belt loops. And then I'm going to do something, I might do something different with the hem, and it'll be done. And this is the final result. It's my favorite so far out of all the pants that I made. It's really comfortable, it's stylish, it's different, it's weird, and I really like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.